Hello, Internet, and welcome to our Supernatural Season 11 preview discussion show. I'm Jen. I'm going to be your quasi-host for the evening. This is Tony, Mike, and Kendra. And first things first, we've got so much to talk about. So, Season 11 trailer is out, and we've all seen it. All right, Tony, real quick, your initial reaction. Go.
I really was interested. I'm psyched for Season 11. I really like the Sam torture aspect of it, the peeling of the eyes and all the bleeding and everything.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think of Clockwork Orange very much so. Yeah, definitely. All right, Mike.
I like the part where they're inside the darkness.
Oh.
What happens? Like, is that like another form of hell? Like,
Yeah.
Was that the gate?
Yeah, it's very like, what's going on?
yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. All right, Kendra, first.
Where's God?
Where's God?
God?
Where's God?
God, he knows it.
Where's God? Where's God?
Shiesty son
God
of a
is
bitch.
never there.
I know. All right, well let's start by talking about season 10 a little bit, and how we all felt about that. Let's start right at the beginning of season 10. We get to see Demon Dean, and you know what? I'm going to tell you exactly how I felt about it. I was at the end of season 9. You see him open his eyes, and you see the black eyes, and you're like, yes! Oh my god, this is epic! Yes! And then Demon Dean lasts a whole 3 episodes.
I know.
And you're like, dude, come
Season
on.
10 starts.
And he wasn't
and-
even really Demon Dean. in
No,
those
well,
episodes.
not like.
yeah.
He was just
not
pissed
like-
off and beat the shit out of a guy in front of a bar. That was.
He
awesome.
could have. He definitely could have been more demon-esque.
Well, yeah.
It was.
but
It was
that's the thing.
more on the lines of like Soulless Sam demon.
Right, yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
like. To me, like
Like, I
full-blood
wanna drink the
demon,
blood of
like,
babies.
He was still, yeah, he was still like the Mark of Cain demon. Like he had his
Yeah.
own personality, and he was still himself. But he was like, I don't fucking care about any of you, and
Yeah.
I'm like pissed off
You
level
are all
to
gonna
1,000.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just because I can't kill you, and I feel like it.
Yeah, it was more like careless Dean. instead
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Demon Dean.
I thought it was
Careless.
funny that Crowley had a bro thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so
hilarious.
cute, right? Like the two of them like shooting pool, doing karaoke.
Oh my
Very
God.
cute.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that. I totally understand why it couldn't last more than a few episodes,
Absolutely.
though. You know, because they have to bring the brother aspect back in it, and they had to focus on the Mark of Cain. But it almost felt like a letdown, like this big epic. Oh my God,
Yeah, and
he's
the
a
season
demon!
9,
And all of a sudden,
see
like
the
very
black eyes open.
yeah, and like very anticlimactically, you're like, oh, Dean's not a demon anymore. Look
But
at
that raises another question. When they were in the Dream Root scene episode,
Oh, that one.
they showed Dean with black eyes. Was that a release of?
Because that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like.
Do you think the writers had
the idea
season 9 in mind when they were
'cause
making
this
the
is what
Dream
you're
Root
gonna
episode?
become, and like he had that whole.
Because that's when he was going to hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think they
That's
had?
like season 5.
I was going to say the Dream Root episode's actually
No,
really,
season 4.
really
Yeah, season
early
5 goes
in the
back.
series. So do you think there's no way that they had
I-
season 9 in
Okay.
mind? But it's impressive though.
It's impressive.
It's
because
impressive.
They exactly what they showed for that season is.
It
what
Oh
happened.
yeah, it was.
And it was like
crazy
5
foreshadowing.
or 6 years back.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess I have a really good question for the entire group, and this is just more supernatural in general, which we'll get to more later. But are you guys getting a little sick of the religious aspect? Do you miss the vampires and the Rougarous?
the just regular
Yeah.
freaking
Hunted.
monster.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
like angels and demons got involved.
I-
Because demons didn't really get involved until much later,
Right.
not much
That was
later,
like-
but later in the
I
series.
think they kind of ruined that for
That was
us
like
during
three and
the.
a half.
Yeah.
3.5.
And I think
4.
that's like really, I think that's where like a lot of supernatural fans might be divided.
No,
It's like, okay, how do you, like, are you getting sick and tired of the demons and the angels?
Well, and the main division
but now
is,
it's like they're stuck with them. How do they get rid of them?
the main division is when you end season 5 going into season 6.
Well, because they had a
the
whole new
writers
group of
are different.
writers,
Yeah. That's your division.
Well, I think that like the whole Lucifer thing kind of screwed it up for us with Monster Hunting, because that's where it started.
it
the
became a
really
lot more epic, and it was a bigger
with
scale.
Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen,
Agreed.
and that's
But-
when it kind of like went down.
And see, that's the thing
I love
is,
the Four Horsemen though.
Yeah, the Four Horsemen episode was freaking.
That was
amazing.
cool stuff.
yeah, and that's the thing. When you go back to that kind of stuff and the writing back then, and it was new and fresh, it was very. We were just talking about before the show started. The Death's initial entrance
Was
so
amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
so
This
Thought,
big,
and it was
epic
epic thing.
and all of the Reapers gathering in one
Yeah.
spot, and
He
it
was
was
so
yes!
I was not
a
expecting
gigantic
it.
character.
I was not, to be honest, I was not expecting that type of character, like a
No,
skinny dude.
right. But
Like
it makes sense.
when Lucifer rose him up, I was like, that is probably one big ball of fuck.
Right.
No, but I love that it's just very calm gentleman
if you think
who's
of
just
a-
sitting
But
there
it's
like
Death
who's
Death
so
does
like
not-
mind your
A Grim
manners and be
Reaper.
respectful.
Death
And I
does not
loved it.
have emotion. Death
No,
is
I
Yeah,
mean
it's-
he is dead. All right, well, let's talk about season 10 a little bit more specifically. There were a lot of character comebacks during season 10, which were tons and tons of fun for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I love seeing old characters come back. I think it's the funnest thing in the entire world. So we had Charlie, Sheriff Jody Mills, Kate
Bobby.
the Werewolf. If anybody, Bobby was in season 10.
Bobby
He had
was
a
in
cameo. He had like a.
Bobby was in
Oh.
season 10.
Bobby. All right, we had Kate the Werewolf,
The
Bobby,
Agents.
Sheriff Donna Hanscom, who's originally actress is originally from The Purge, and of course Kane. Kane came back. So,
I really.
okay. So who? First initial. Who was your favorite comeback? Don't say why.
My first initial comeback.
Who was your favorite character comeback?
Ooh.
All
I
right.
gotta say Kane.
Oh,
I gotta
okay,
say Kane.
okay.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Hands
All right.
down.
Okay.
Now, I haven't seen most of season 10,
I know.
but and the only place I got up to was where Crowley and his mother decided to go after the Winchesters.
Okay.
So,
All right. I gotta say my favorite character comeback has. Okay, you know what I'm gonna say.
Charlie.
It's Charlie! I love Charlie, and I will tell you exactly why. I love Supernatural, don't get me wrong, but there's always this underlying tone that 70% of the main women characters that do anything like real on this show like are either total victims or they're bad guys. I love to see a strong female figure in this show, and one that has like that keeps the morality completely. Like she is 100. Like she can be, dirty and whatever. She got dirty in that one episode with that one chick. That was
I know, right?
I loved it. I was like, "Go, Charlie, get you some." But she is she is totally and completely on the straight and narrow, like moral, and she's unbelievably
Well, she
smart.
sacrificed herself.
She sacrificed herself. She is unbelievably just over the top, a wonderful
And if Dean
character, and
wasn't-
it's so good to see a female
And if Dean
character.
was-
So, your favorite character comeback was?
It's a Kane.
Okay, why?
Kane himself, I think, is a really cool character. Even like before they first introduced him, and when Dean's fighting off all the demons, and Kane's just sitting there, like I'm making his dinner and things like that, and just watching Dean, see if he's
He did seem like a very.
he's
like,
very
gentleman.
chill. Like
Chill, be
that's
like,
why
I kill people.
why
I kill
is
tons
He's
of
gonna make a
people.
sandwich.
But I'm
why
just
is
sitting
Dean
here.
freaking out so much about like the mark of Cain and trying to kill everybody? Kane seems absolutely fine when he has it on. I don't see what the big problem
Kane's
is.
also
He's not,
lived with
like,
it for
freaking
hundreds
out.
of years.
Well, then maybe Dean shouldn't be such a bitch.
all right. Bobby. Wait, tell us where Bobby was.
Bobby
exactly. Explain it to us.
was in season 10 when he was breaking Megatron out.
Metatron.
Megatron.
Megatron.
Megatron!
Well, either way. But they were trying to bust him out so they can find a cure for the.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I completely forgot about
But
that.
and then they
Yeah.
ended
Yeah.
it with Bobby telling Sam, "Whatever good you're doing is going to be worse than what you're doing." And they faded off into the end of it where Bobby, the angels are surrounding Bobby. What are they going to do? Like is Bobby?
See, it's
gonna-
almost a cop
Bobby
out
never
to say that
changes,
Bobby's your
though.
favorite character comeback because
Everybody
everybody
loves
loves
Bobby.
Bobby.
It was such a sad episode
It's
when he
pretty
got
much
shot in the head.
Can we not talk about it? I will cry.
Oh my god, it was such a sad
I will cry.
episode.
I will cry. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about Charlie's death a little bit. Charlie's death. Okay, first off, do you really think they should have killed her character?
Yes.
Why?
how'd she die?
One of the
She.
Steins killed her. Like, butchered her.
Yeah.
Have you
she
gotten
was-
to the Frankenstein stuff yet?
No.
Ish.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
One of the Steins
heard.
kills her because she takes the Book of the Damned. It's not. She
Cipher.
doesn't even have the Book of the Damned. It's actually sitting on her computer,
It's
and she
Cipher.
figures out how to
Along with Crowley's mom.
Yeah.
Helped the
decipher the Book of the
Book of the
Damned.
Damned.
Noah.
And
to
so
get
she's got
rid
it all
of
on her.
Okay.
She's got it all on her Windows.
Yeah, her computer.
Well, basically, Sam got her involved, and then she left where they were sitting in a bunker. They were sitting in the bunker, sitting there doing all the deciphering, and she couldn't concentrate, so she left. And because she left, the Steins found her and killed her.
So
and
she
Sam
didn't
let
even really
her.
have the thing in the first place.
She had it on her computer, but she broke
all
her
the
computer.
deciphering, which is almost better than the actual Book of the Damned.
Yeah,
Right.
she broke her computer. She was hiding in the bathroom and she broke the computer when they were out.
And she
and
sent
was at
all
a
the
hotel.
information and through an email to Sam, and then broke her computer
So they knew
the
she- where
Steins
she
couldn't get
was.
to it.
And then they killed her, and
And I love the way she died, though. I love that she died making that sacrifice, and that she died doing something good for the boys. Like, good for her. But I still think it sucked that they killed her off because there's so much more they could have done with her. I feel like. But Mike, what did you think about Charlie's death?
I thought she had a good run. She had a good run in the show.
She did.
It's usually when you have a good run in the show, it's like you need to end it off with something.
yeah, you're at that climax point. Everybody really likes
Like-
the character. Let's cut him off.
Like Bobby, like
Game of
as
Thrones.
much as people didn't want to see Bobby die off,
Damn
and
you, Martin!
and it was just the point of the fact, like he went out like a champ. His last
Yeah.
words, "You idiots." I was,
Right.
Oh
I was okay with that. That made me was like, I'm okay with this. But with the whole
Well, and
Charlie
how
thing-
else would Charlie go except for like sacrificing herself
Oh,
in the name
yeah.
of science, almost? You know.
Right.
So, we are introduced to Claire Novak and her entire storyline in this. Castiel, Castiel, like, goes back and finds Claire after, he basically
Oh yeah,
ruins her
yep, I
life.
remember that.
And finds her in a group home
That was
and...
a dumb
Completely
idea.
Okay,
messed up.
first off, how did we feel about the character?
What, the girl?
Yeah.
I expected her to
I think it
worse.
was. I think it was stupid.
Really?
I didn't think it had much close to it. Like Castiel, you're an angel. You have no emotion. And trying to reconnect.
But Castiel is not the angel he used to be. And
Yeah,
that's-
I'm just saying, but it's like it's kind of
I
like
think that's
a,
an important aspect to keep in
yeah,
mind.
it's kind of like a stab in the girl's, like a punch in the girl's face. It's like I'm not your dad, but I'm
But
using
she,
the best-
but she was very
Right.
aware when he showed up to the group home that this is not my father. She knew what was
Yeah.
going on. That
Oh,
this,
she was mad.
I mean, because
Yeah.
she was
Because it was-
pissed.
she was
Punch in
possessed
the
by an
face.
angel at one point. Like she knew, you know what I mean. So it wasn't a big shock to her to see this person and go. Okay, she knew that wasn't her father.
Yeah, but
I
she
don't
was
know, to
still
me-
mad.
I liked the storyline because to me it kind of tied up some loose ends for me. And I'm just one of those anal fans that I'm like, okay, well, Castiel, you just ruined a whole family's life. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to them? So for me, it was kind of nice to actually see, okay, what happened to this family after this angel possessed this person? This person was destroyed, and now there's only this shell
I
left.
will definitely agree with that. I'm glad it tied up any loose ends there.
I
But
appreciated that personally
the-
as a fan. I did.
That's why I said almost I didn't care for the beginning of season 10 as much as the end because
I felt it was
the-
too late into the season.
I really was really disappointed in the fact that her mother left. Like, I understand that.
yeah, go find.
No, and I'm not gonna say.
Go find Cass.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I was completely disappointed in the character, but at the same time, it's like that crap happens. Like,
Well, and I
When you
understand
go
it
crazy, you're like
but-
your husband's.
like they were
I like it that
they
switched the
they
women
were a
character.
Christian family. They were a Christian home, and the fact that his wife was actually kind of okay with him leaving, but she was torn. But she was kind of okay with him leaving, and then all of a sudden she just had this mental break.
Right.
No,
that
I-
was
well, no, if I remember right, she was trying to get him to take medication. Thought he was insane when he was telling.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
but
I
that-
mean when he left. I mean when they actually had that
Oh.
connection
He
with
came
the
back
demon.
and-
Oh,
Right,
after
when
he came back, yeah.
Because
No, I know, and I get that, but at the same time, I cannot. Like, can you imagine watching your husband being possessed, and then he leaves, and he comes back, then he kills a demon in front of you and your daughter, and then your daughter becomes possessed by an angel? This might be something that
Yeah, but completely leave your daughter.
progressively destroys your psyche.
Well,
It's.
How can you?
I can't say that it's a moral thing to do because obviously it
Cass
isn't. But I can say it's something that might happen.
Cass had the same setup as Dean did when during the whole Soulless Sam thing where he was with that chick and the kid.
Oh yeah.
And that was the same setup as what Cass
And he
had.
left. He didn't
Yeah,
become
he
a
did.
drug addict. All right. So next topic. Let's talk a little bit real quick about Crowley and his mom and that whole storyline. How do we feel about that?
I really like. What's her name? Rowena.
Rowena.
Rowena. Yeah, I like the fact that they introduced like his mother and the character herself is awesome. I think she's very. You want to talk about like strong female characters?
Yeah.
She's freaking
That's
awesome.
a bad
her
bitch.
her accent, her itself,
Oh.
just amplifies her
That
character
beautiful
so
Scottish
much.
accent.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's
and,
great.
and the fact that she's not undead or a demon, she's just a witch. She lives forever, but she's
Very
immortal.
powerful witch.
She's a very powerful witch, but she's still, I would say, technically human. If you want to say, she's not
Ish.
she's not undead. She's not.
Well, she doesn't
She's
have.
not dead. She's not a demon. She's not an angel. She's not.
Yeah,
She's
still-
a human with She's a human with natural powers, and I like that.
yeah. So
That's a very
like,
cool character.
I like that character a lot.
Yeah.
And for a little while there, especially, I was going more towards that she was actually okay with Crowley and that she wanted to be like part of the whole.
No, and I loved it near the end of the season when she's like, I love that.
Yeah,
That was
like
very good.
Sam, I want you to kill my son. like,
Yeah,
oh, well,
I
shit.
liked it. Well, for me, it was really cool to see, like I remember the moment when he was like, "Mom," and I'm like,
Like
what? I was
what?
like, wait, Crowley was human?
Well, they already talked about his son and stuff too.
Yeah, but like it was still weird to see like such a human
They,
aspect
they
of
lot of
him.
his
humanized him
backstory
just a little
Well, no,
It was
bit.
very
Because
cool.
you could still see that he was really affected by her judgment.
Oh yeah.
Yes, which I love.
And that was really weird.
It was a
because
very
you don't-
human aspect of Crowley, wasn't
Right.
it?
You don't see Crowley be affected by much.
No.
It was also during the episode where they found out that Crowley had bones. Not many demons have bones. Crowley was
Yeah,
human.
still has his. Yeah.
That was cool too. I really enjoyed that. All right, so my next thing I'm going to talk about, which I'm very excited about. All right, everybody gets to talk about their favorite episode or favorite moment of season 10. My favorite full-on episode. I can't even pick a moment. Favorite episode, the musical episode, of course, is my favorite episode. I loved it. I remember like the minute like I saw them enter the high school and saw the stage and I saw it and I went, oh my god, it's Supernatural the musical! Where's the script? Where's the music? I can't wait to sing these songs. I was so excited about it. I thought it was great because I'm like, because that's exactly what like teens would do. Like we've got the Harry Potter musical.
You're right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, it's perfect, and I loved it, and I loved that the director was so passionate about it, and it was so cute. I loved every aspect of that show. Like, honestly, screw the bad guy that was in it. I was like, I don't even care. Let's get back to the musical because it was fantastic.
When they announced that they were going to do like Supernatural the musical, like on the episode before they were going to previewing the next one, I thought they were going to do like the whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer musical.
And I was a little
kind of
scared
thing.
they were going to
I
do
was
that. Like,
are they
don't
gonna
make Sam sing. Please don't make Sam
That's weird.
sing.
I really liked how they did it, and the song itself when they actually showed the play
On the
and
phone,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
Carry On My Wayward Song, the way they
Yeah.
did that entire thing was awesome. It was great.
It was really good. Like there's nothing to explain. It was like, wow, are they gonna use this for more of the episodes now?
And they
Like,
use it for
I loved it.
the ending episode. Their opener for that was the kids singing the song, and
I loved
it was
it.
so great.
One of my favorite parts was honestly the boys' reactions when they walked into high school and realized that they were doing a musical about them, and they were just like, I thought it was
Well,
great, and then,
And they hadn't talked about like the Supernatural like book series
yeah,
as much recently as they did before. With
and it was nice to have a throwback to it. And at the very end of the episode, the writer, what's his name,
I know.
Carver Edlund,
Yeah.
comes back in and
Yeah.
talks to the director, and
That's
she's
like-
all starstruck. I thought it was
That's
very.
right.
It's like, what's
Very
it
cute.
Now it's like, is the prophet coming back?
No, I thought it was very cute. I loved what they did with it. That was absolutely my favorite episode. So, out of all of season 10, what's your favorite moment, favorite episode?
It's hard to pick a. Like, my favorite episode is probably that one too, just for the aspect of it, the whole.
Okay, so pick a favorite moment.
Yeah, and that's what I'm not. I really like the beginning of Demon Dean, his character. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that switch from Dean's normal kind of feel or kind of character to that, because it was more, not necessarily passionate, but more, I don't know, just more emotional behind it, and he that I liked a lot more, and I really liked that ending episode, the very last part,
Oh.
but I won't get into that as much because we're going to get into it later.
Okay. So, Mike, favorite moment
I would say,
besides Bobby coming back?
well, not Bobby.
Bobby's coming back.
Like
that's his favorite.
I was excited
Bobby.
that he came back, and I was just like, even though it was only for that episode.
All right, well, I know you haven't seen all of season 10.
No,
of
but
it.
I do have a favorite
Tell me-
scene
let-
from it
let's see
is
it.
when Crowley's mother called him a bitch.
Because
Because he was Sam
That's
and Dean's
true.
Bitch, you know what? And like,
That
and
was
you can't
fucking
argue with her.
hilarious.
He kind of
he
became
does.
like he went from
That's
this
when
like
romance came
evil
in.
mortal enemy to like all of a sudden he's like one of the clan. Yeah,
Yes.
and she's like, you're their bitch, and I'm like,
Well,
yeah, girl, tell her how it is.
it's really funny too to go back and watch previous seasons with Crowley, and especially
oh
like
yeah.
when he was
He
first
didn't
introduced.
start off that way.
Oh, no, of course
he was
not.
A
He was
dick
a
to them.
dick.
Well, yeah, he was
He
a
was
demon.
an
He's like,
evil crossroads
I need you
demon.
to help me do this, and then in return I'll do this for you, and then all this stuff.
Screw him over
And then he
here.
just screws him over. He's like, "What? I'm a demon."
You
Alright.
didn't expect this. Why?
Okay, so all right. So how do we feel about the brothers' relationship at the end of season 10?
I
Because
think
honestly,
the
through
same
all
way.
through season 10, we see them once again conflicting with each other. And personally, for me, it just got a little bit old. I got sick and tired of seeing brother versus
They
brother,
need to
and
be.
I was very very hopeful for a unitedness. And so for me,
At some point.
at the end of throughout season 10, I was getting bored with the relationship. But at the end of season 10, to finally see them like unite, just even in that tiny little like last 5-minute moment, I was like, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for.
Stay there.
Like I would agree.
Just
with,
keep it now.
like I would agree with you on that. It's just the point of the aspect is it's like it's the whole clash with each other. I think that was the most they ever clashed with each other because of the Charlie death.
Right.
Charlie's death. That was
Yeah.
the most ever that they.
Well, and
like
you know,
that's when Dean.
But,
was
okay.
like,
well, you know, Dean has said some really harsh things to Sam, but it's usually okay
Sam
under
always
the.
screws up.
But it's usually under the influence of something. So for him to look at Sam and say,
vice
"This
versa.
is your fault," and screw you, you don't get to say those things. Don't sit there.
I
you
said
know,
that was him.
that was
Well,
all Dean, and
well,
that
that's the
was
thing.
like that was a
It's all-
horribly harsh
because-
moment between the brothers.
and that was the most
boys.
It
crucial
was-
moment in that entire
It was a
season.
very
It was
harsh
Sam
moment between the
screwed
brothers.
up as a human, and
Yeah.
Dean saying "fuck you." You should not have
As
done
a
that
human.
as a human, and that
That was impactful.
and
horribly.
again. Not
And
to
most
talk
of most of their arguments lead up to, oh, we're fine, or we're
Right.
cool, we're cool. No, this one.
This one was like straight up like, no,
No,
you screwed
screwed
up,
up.
and this, you see this dead body, this is your
Your
fault. Let's talk about the trailer a little bit more. Let's get back, let's revert back to the trailer a little bit more. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's pause for now. Let's rewatch the trailer. Everybody sit and rewatch the trailer.
Okay.
Just to refresh before we start talking about the trailer. Our first initial reactions. My first question here. What the hell is wrong with Cass?
Oh.
Cass
Did he
is
go?
all-
Did he turn?
No,
Did-
no.
They're- okay.
The mother, Crowley's mother, did that thing what she did with the hooker, where she turned him into a
Oh, yeah.
ravaged dog.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what she did. She
at
touched
the,
him.
at the end of season 10,
Yeah.
something
Oh, that's-
happened with
yeah.
Cass.
That's right.
And I knew there was, and then when I saw the trailer again, I
That's
was,
when he bitch
oh
slapped
yeah.
Holly.
Well,
Yeah.
it obviously must be like pretty impactful if they
Oh,
show
yeah.
it throughout the trailer. This has got.
And he won't die from it.
I'm
either,
wondering.
will he?
Yeah, exactly. Because
Right.
like mortal humans, like it like kills them, but
Well,
like
and
she
people
was
might
dead
not.
within
On
minutes.
the aspect of Cassiel's
Very quick.
grace, though, it was limited in the season.
That's true. So it's going to be interesting to find out exactly what the hell is going on with
Yeah.
Cass. Like to see him like go all like rage is
Weird.
Well, this time he can't help
It's
it. When
awkward.
he was the whole god thing.
Well, they had that the headpiece set up on him too in the chair, and they did that same thing for
oh, that one
Sam.
angel.
Sam, and they were drilling into his brain, and then Crowley had to go in there and get it out.
That's
to tell
right.
him
I
he
forgot about that. Good
was
point.
in a coma still.
Yeah.
So that I think they're gonna have to go in there and say, Cass,
No.
straighten the hell up,
Stop it.
and get him
So they're
out
gonna-
of his own
So
head.
instead of the boys saving each other, now they're saving Cass. Rumor has it that the darkness is actually going to take human form. That we see it as this cloud at the end of season 10, but in season 11 it actually takes a human shape. Now in the trailer we see this girl that we've never seen before, this dark curly hair. Do you think that's the darkness?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't think so. I would
It
say
would make sense.
See, to me it would make sense, but at the same time, at one point you see her scared and choking,
She
and
was
I'm like,
scared.
the darkness wouldn't
And
be afraid.
right,
of
I
anything.
think she was playing way
Unless-
more. Oh no, or I'm because I want to
Unless
say
it
I
knows
saw
how to
her.
play.
True.
You know
But
what I mean?
It's the darkness.
I almost saw wait in
I
one of
believe
the
everything's
parts.
called love.
They'll have that on there. I'm sure. that somebody was like thrown up onto the ceiling or thrown back through a wall or something
Yeah.
that I thought was her. And I'm like, okay, if that's going to be the darkness in the season, why is she not, portraying her strength.
Or
But she has to have some kind of weakness, right?
Or-
Because they have to.
she's not. She's neither one of those. She could be a relative. One of the brothers.
Another one.
Another one.
We've seen enough of them.
Yeah, but this time it's actually a female.
Okay.
We only see.
We saw one female when the relatives came back, the second cousins and
It's
whatnot.
like, yeah, but
That's
those
true.
were bullshit guys.
Those are all bullshit
They didn't
characters.
count.
They were bullshit characters.
Like they're the Campbells. They're on the other side of the family. We're talking about the Winchesters.
You guys both think that the curly-haired girl. There's no way that she's. the
There's
bad
been
guy.
too many evil women as villains. Like there has to be a time. Like there are only two characters, a male that were no one. That was Lucifer and no two.
I was going to say there were several.
Metatron
but-
and
Lucifer.
Lucifer and Dick. 3. But the villain for the women like outweigh the more than.
Oh, big time. There's no doubt about that. To me, it's like, okay, if they're going to introduce this main character, the darkness, like, we're going to see it in the trailer, aren't we? So maybe it's a curly-haired
Unless-
girl, but we see her screaming. We see her scared. Would the darkness be scared?
What about when Sam was in the church and somebody went behind him and it was in big glowy light?
Well, and speaking of that, I think it's cast that there's a point where the door opens and there's somebody standing in the door that's completely lit up.
Yeah.
I actually thought that might be one of the Steins. By the look of him, by
Maybe.
the shadow.
Okay, another question. Throughout the trailer, we see Dean a lot, but he seems to be one of the only characters in the
Not-
trailer that's,
By
one, not getting tortured, and two, seems to have his wits about him.
That's normal. He was in purgatory. That's
He was in
like-
purgatory. He had the mark of Cain. I think he's at the point where,
Ghostbusters.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
like,
that's
He wasn't
I've
with
done all
Sam.
this shit.
He wasn't with Sam in any of those trailers.
nothing's gonna slow me down. Basically, I think Sam is gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be.
Well, we see him in the
Sam
church,
could
like,
be the
begging for
darkness.
God's help.
Sam could be affected.
No,
by
no,
the
no, no,
darkness.
no, no.
He's
I don't think
the
it's
whole
gonna
Lucifer
happen.
Thing. I don't think
No,
it's
no,
gonna
I
happen.
think honestly during season 11, because we've seen so much of the boys, the brothers conflicting with each other during season 10, I think season 11 we're going to see almost all of the boys, the brothers together fighting, united,
I hope
fighting
so.
something else. I think that's what the fans want. I think that's what they're going to give us. So, Sam being tortured, where do we think this...
Hellraiser, totally. Pinhead is
Okay,
totally
that's
in
what
this
makes-
episode.
Love it. But where do we think the torture is coming from? Who's doing the torturing? Do we think that's the darkness?
himself. I really think that because nobody else. You see, Cass was being tortured by actual people, and like everybody else actually had people around it.
Yeah, but
Sam
the,
didn't have anybody.
Yeah, but the darkness is an entity. It could just be okay.
But,
Okay,
like,
okay,
he was completely alone and like screaming.
Bleeding.
okay.
and
So, who do you think is torturing Sam?
I think it's not anybody specific. I think he's being possessed or affected by the darkness, where he is in his own mind, or whether he's in a different, I don't want to say dimension necessarily, but whether he's
Or sleeping.
off
dreaming,
something,
like-
any of that stuff. He,
So you don't think
it's-
it's actually him physically being tortured?
No, I think, or it could be.
See, I think that would be way more cooler if it was.
But how? Okay, even when Dean was in hell and you see him at the end of season 4, and he's got the chains
hooks.
and the hooks
Yeah,
and
the
everything
hooks
through
and
him,
everything.
all that stuff. Yes, he comes back fine, but I don't see that Sam is just gonna like be taken away somewhere, be tortured, have his eyes like hooked and ripped and peeled back and blood coming down, and then he's just gonna come back in a couple more episodes and he's completely fine.
Okay, Mike, what do you think?
I
Who's
think
torturing Sam?
I think it's another form of hell. That's what the Black Mist was all about. It was nothing.
So you
about,
think that the darkness is just kind of hell in general?
like
Dimension of hell.
not the Crowley hell. I'm talking about the
yeah.
Fire and brimstone.
Right.
like all the
Hell.
OG hell. Yeah.
the OG, like the biblical bullshit hell.
They
Like,
got
this
it.
is- Yeah, that's what I think is like what's mostly like you said, it's probably in his mind, but the hell is forming. in
But
his
Right,
own
it's
How
still
mind.
about
affecting
if
him
it
that
was
way,
in
yeah.
his mind and it's still happening?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's with
Right.
his soul too.
Not
That's what
literally,
happens
but
with
it could
his
be affecting him in his mind. Like
Yeah.
Right.
the pain is real and all that.
Like this whole Matrix shit, where
Right.
if you die in your mind, you die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His face isn't being ripped apart
soul. Yeah.
Right.
in a literal
But he
sense.
feels it. So, Sam comes out of hell. and their half brother is still stuck in the box with Lucifer. Lucifer is still an entity. We're not talking about, he's not dead. Lucifer's not dead. He's just stuck in a box. And he's stuck in a box with Michael, who is possessing their half brother. Do you think they're ever going to attempt, do you think they'll make an attempt to rescue their half brother? Do you think they'll be successful in it?
I think they completely forgot about him.
I think they completely forgot about him for about 3 or 4 seasons, and they've gotten to the point now where the fans are like, hey,
You forgot this.
you forgot this. So they're going to address it, whether he comes back or not, or whether there's going to be some plot point. I feel that they're going to do that to skip ahead to because it's running to season 13 as far as we know now.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a point where they're going to try and get him out of hell, and they let Lucifer free again.
I think.
I think that Cass has his favorites and he just pulled Sam out.
So
That's what basically. You see,
basically,
I would
Cass
agree
is a
with that.
dick.
yeah,
Okay.
Cass was always a dick when he wanted to be. But you see Soulless Sam just standing there looking at Dean through
Yeah.
the window, and then you see Cass behind him. And my first reaction was like, wow, he couldn't just bring back one, but he didn't go back.
Well,
to the
okay.
other
So
brothers.
do you think the half brothers ever go? Do you think?
No.
Do you think they will even acknowledge the half brother?
No, they will not.
That's.
acknowledge
Do
that,
you think
but-
you guys? So you both think that that's just something they're just going to totally like.
I think
over?
they just completely forgot about it.
Okay.
I really darkness, archangel, God.
That might not be a bad idea to bring Michael back. Oh, so that's not a bad thought if they brought the half brother back with Michael still possessed in the body. But what would the soul be like at this point?
No, I don't think his half
Completely
brother would
torn to
be.
shreds.
Yeah, because look at how
But
quickly
he's
it
still.
happened to
But
Sam.
okay, but think. Yeah, but Sam.
had a wall up because Death put a wall.
Well, that's what I mean.
But you have to understand. You have to keep in mind that the
But
half brother still has Michael
Death apparently
fighting.
is dead. Death is
I
apparently
mean, we
dead.
still have an archangel in there.
Because Lucifer was possessing Sam.
Exactly.
So Michael is still
So
possessing.
the half brother
I don't
has
think-
the half brother has a freaking archangel fighting on his behalf.
But
Right.
the same thing of
Just saying.
Castiel right now is like, hey, I'm possessing this vessel, yes, but the person that he was is in heaven. He's no longer here. This is just me now.
Mhm.
I think if they would bring back Michael and the half brother's not there anymore.
The soul is
No,
gone, and we
yeah.
just have
The soul
Michael.
is gone.
Okay.
This is Michael.
Because
Yes.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
what they showed during that episode where the whole Lucifer and Michael went into the box is that when they pulled Sam's soul back out and he's having these flashbacks, that's separated.
Let's talk about season 11 a little bit. The upcoming season, we're all very, very excited for.
Yes.
Here very quickly. So we talked about your feeling towards the brothers at the end of season 10. How do you feel about the brothers' relationship towards each other going into season 11? Personally, I'm very excited to see the brothers finally again united against a common cause. They've been butting heads for so long, and yes, brothers do that, but honestly, it just I want to see the brothers fighting the old. I want to see the brothers
Good fight.
fighting.
Good
Monsters!
fight.
Yes, like fight together, united again, and I'm hoping we see that. I know we will see that, and I'm excited to see that.
I think there's going to be some discrepancy issues with the brothers, like reuniting with the whole fact that is you see Sam in there. This is my fault. I think Dean's still blaming Sam for the whole bang about getting rid of the mark, and he did this behind his back thing.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. There's still going to be
That's
that conflict.
true.
There's going to be that conflict there that we all know it's going to be there, but maybe more unified than what they were.
Maybe that's why Dean's
I still think it's going to be
Yeah.
unified, and I want to see it unified.
Is also a really strong point of that the fact that they're going to be united is at the end of season 10 when you see that Sam is willing to give his life, let Dean kill him. Say, you know what? Let's just this is going to happen. Let's get the mark off you. Let Death do what it's going to do.
And they're okay with.
And
He's finally okay
it's
with the
all
finale.
it's over with. Let's be together as one. We're making this decision together, and of course Dean doesn't go through with it, but they are
As usual.
As
family
usual, that's our
right.
need.
But they are
That's our
family
need.
again. They are brothers, and they are on the same page. And hopefully they stay that way for at least a little while.
I'd like to see that. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard the rumors, but season 11, episode 4 is actually supposed to focus solely on Baby. There is a whole episode specifically about the car, the Impala, and I'm very, very excited
Third
about
most
this.
important.
And that's the thing is that this is a direct quote. Let's see here. This third lead character for 10 seasons strong, which we can't deny, the Impala is a character. We're not revealing a personality, but we just see how much a part of Winchester's lives it is. You kind of see the Impala and work in all of these scenes from seasons past where we haven't necessarily known where it is or know how it got there. You just see how the character it is. And to me, I'm very excited to see the Impala, because we see the Impala get a big reference at the season where the writers changed. Because you get to see, like, okay, the army guy in the cigarette holder and the Legos in, you know, the vent and whatnot. And the Impala was always such a big symbol and a big character for me.
Season 1.
Yeah, the Impala is a big
you know?
deal. It is. The Impala is a big deal. So I'm very excited to see episode 4. So the Impala gets some really good play. Now, do you think they'll actually make the Impala like an actual character? Like
Turn it into Herbie?
Yeah, like a Knight Rider, Herbie kind of thing? Or what are you expecting out of this
What if
episode?
the Impala gets possessed by a demon?
No!
Like evil Impala. No, I'm gonna be glad to see
No
it.
Stephen King bullshit.
Right.
No.
Oh, God.
I'll be glad to see the Impala get at least a full episode of credit. I think the Impala's
Yeah.
always been a character, but a background character. It's a supporting role. You know, it's always there. And when you have
Security blanket.
yeah,
Yeah,
when you even have Sam come back as like Sola Sam and he's got like the Mustang, it doesn't feel the same.
No,
you know, it's not.
no,
the
it's
same.
not the
cars
Impala.
It's not the Impala.
When they
It's
did the
not the
whole
boys'
Leviathan,
Well, it's not the father's car.
when
Right.
when they did the Leviathan episodes where they took the Impala out of it, and Dean's just pissed off that I feel like a soccer mom driving.
Right.
Right. Oh, that was
And so on.
horrible.
And like they had to steal every car that they fucking get their hands on, but you see Dean still keeping with the classic car.
All right, thanks for watching our Supernatural Season 11 preview show. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like that one, go ahead and check out the rest of our videos. We'll be putting out new material all the time, and make sure to like and subscribe.